Alright, so guys, thank you for joining me in this video. This is the second part in the three-part video series I'm creating on how to get off Nigeria. If you really want to do that, I'll drop the link to fill the form in the description below, and the link to the previous video and the next one to watch if you want to take the next route. So in this video, I'll be talking about taking the work route to move out of Nigeria. There are multiple countries where skills are short, and we know Africa, Nigeria is one of the countries with the highest potential of techies. So some of us are working remotely for these multinational companies or foreign companies, but we really want to get out. So I, for example, at the time of recording this video, I work with Microsoft in Nigeria in the For Africa program. But of course, this is not the view of my current employer, so please do not take it as professional advice. But I've consulted for companies remotely. I've worked with Pluralsight, Parts, and all sort of companies remotely from Nigeria. But at this season, we just want to get out. So if you're watching this video up until this time, I am assuming that you really want to get out of the country so bad. So currently now, I'm sitting in my home office in London. I live in London with my wife and my baby. So I moved here permanently in August. That's just a disclaimer right out there for you. And how I came to London is what I'll be sharing with you. So I came to London through the Global Talent Visa route through Technician. And I'll drop the link to all that in the description below and sometimes in the video, so watch out for anything that pops up around you. So I came here through the work talent visa route. So there are two main aspects to this. There's the talent route and there's the promise route. I'll explain both in a while. So for the global talent visa, you need to prove that you are exceptional in whatever you do. So it used to be called the exceptional talent visa or exceptional promise visa, and it gives you between 3 to 5 years of visa to come work in the UK. And the sweet part of it is you don't need to have a job in the UK before you get that visa, compared to other sort of visas where you need someone to sponsor your visa and all of that. So it gives you the freedom to move from employer to employer or be self-employed if that is really what you want to do. So I came here in August. So I started the process sometime last year. That was around October, November. But of course, with the help of my travel agent, because I don't know how to write too much English. So with the help of my travel agent, someone knows how to write proper documents, and of course, some other friends who guided me through that process. But because I get a lot of these requests, it would be too much stress for me to answer people over and over again on these things. That's why I'm making this video specifically for that purpose. So if someone asks me this, I'll just give them the link. Of course, you can share this link also with your friends. So, as I said earlier, there are two parts to this. There's the talent route and the promise route. The talent route is for folks that are very well established in their field, or probably you have over 10 years experience, over 5 years experience in your field, and you're a known principality in your technical field. So I'll be focusing this on technical field because that is where I'm good at, and I will not share with you what I have not tried in the past because I will not be able to verify such information that I share with you. So this is how it worked for me. I went to the UK website. I'll put the link in the description below. I hope the link doesn't change on the source website. Then look for work visa, moving to the UK. Then the route for technical people is called Technician. So Technician is the body endorsed by the UK government to verify technical people that are to come to the UK to come work. Because take it for a fact, the Great Britain and UK needs technical people to come build their workforce, because you know this is 21st century. The world runs on technology and technical folks are needed. So Technician is that body that verifies information of technical people. So the process is you pay on the UK government website, then your information is forwarded to Technician. So on Technician, you now have to provide documents to prove either you are very much established in the field of technology and you've contributed to it, or you have prospects to become great in the field. That is the promise route. Established one is the talent route. So I'll be going a little bit back and forth between both of them. So I got the promise visa for some reason, and that is what I came with. So I have 5 years right to work up until 2025 now in the visa. Then that gives me the route to actually get my what we call indefinite leave to remain in the UK, and then with that I could get my red passport if I wanted, or go back to Nigeria if I'm no longer interested, or find another country to go. So you fill all those forms, you fill all the criteria. So majorly, if you're going for promise, you would have to fill in form to show how you've grown in your field over the years. All the documents are on the technician website. You can check them out. You fill all those documents, and then between 28 days, they will get back to you to tell you the status of your application. If successful, then you can go ahead to apply for your visa. So that visa is the most maybe not that expensive, but it depends on how you see expensive. So generally, by the time of this recording, I think the price on the UK website, of course, you can cross-reference all those. But when I did I think I paid £458 for the endorsement by technician, and about £150 for the visa. Of course, there are other fees you would pay aside from all those. For example, you have to pay the health surcharge. So if you're going for 5 years, I think it's £400 per year. So that means if you're going for 5 years, you would spend £2,000. Then you have to get a TB certificate to verify that you don't have tuberculosis. I think that cost me about 50,000 naira when I did it then. I'm not sure of the price right now with all the COVID things going on. So you get your TB certificate. Then the health surcharge, you have to pay it up front. There's no two way about that. Your visa might be denied if you do not pay it. So just gather all those money. So in total, it cost me about £2,700 to get here. So you could probably start saving now if that is the route you want to go. If you get the talent visa, you can get between 3 to 5 years. I think you would have to pick the one you want. I'm not sure because that was not the route I came with. But I'll tell you for fact the one I came with. So after you fill the form, you've gotten your endorsement from technician. Yes, your endorsement from technician might be denied, but you can appeal it if you feel the decision was not made right. So I think you have some number of days to appeal that. If your appeal goes through, you would be endorsed. Then you can go forward to apply for the visa. Normally, applying for UK visa takes about 15 working days to get back, this category specifically. But during my time, there was COVID. There's still COVID at the time of this recording. So it took about 6 months because my passport was with the Home Office. And they had to hold it because there were no travels going in and out. But as soon as my passport got back, the next week I was out of the country. Just like that. So that is that. So you apply for a visa. So it's advisable also that you get someone who is a professional writer, or someone who at least writes better than you. Of course, if you can write it yourself, it's all good, to vet your documents. So basically, these are the things you need. You need your CV. I think it's 2 or 3 pages, I guess. I'm not too sure right now. All the documentation is on the technician website. You get your CV. You get your personal statement to show your history, your achievements, what you're coming to the UK to do, all those sort of things. It lists all those. And then you would need proof to show the qualifying criteria. So there are 2 major ones. One, you pick one. I'm not sure what the one for promise would be like. I'm not sure. It changes over time, I think. So be sure to check the documentation to see what it looks like. Sorry, I'm using documentation. I'm a techie person, and that is the word that comes to mind. And the one you pick, other 2. So that is why sometimes if you watch my previous videos that I've made in past, I tell people to have track record online so you can go back and fetch links and put in those documents, all that. So you put all those documents and try to get all those things. Also, you will need references. At the time of this recording, you need 3 references to vouch for you, basically, to recommend you. So mostly they should be people who are established or senior executives in their organizations, maybe CEOs, CTOs, co-founders, investors, and all sorts. C-level execs, basically, to write recommendation letters for you to for technician. So you need 3 of those. And then once they write it, you put in your application and then you submit, they review, they get back to you. Then you go ahead and apply for the visa. So it's advisable also, so those of us who have family members or relatives in the UK, try contacting them to tell them, hey, this is my plan. So they are aware that you're coming and they can offer more advices in case things change and some government policies change along the way. They can advise you way, way better. And then once you get your visa, get your flight ticket, that's another money entirely, and then you can leave. Of course, you can help Nigeria from diaspora by creating videos like this if it helped you, or sharing with your friends and all that. So I want to say thank you for watching. If you have any questions at all, or if you don't understand anything I've said, please comment below. and then I'll try to get to your questions as soon as I can, because I get a lot of requests and I still work. So it's quite busy. I just had to take some time off to record this video for you all, and it's depressing this time that I'm recording this video. People are dying in my country, and there's practically nothing I can do about it than to advise people who want to get out to get out. But of course, the fight still continues. We will not relent. We'll do as much as we can to help our country, because it is still home. There's nowhere we can run to in the world. If you understand Yoruba, there's a song that says Ile Koko Mariaju Dabile. So that is it, guys. If you have any questions, put in comment below. The link to the form I will put in the description below also, so please be sure to check it out. Once I get that information, I will forward it to the right parties. So 3 major parties I'll be sharing information with, if it applies, are professional writers, travel agents, and educational consulting organizations that help with travel visas or advisory and all that, because I'm not an expert in this, and I'm just a techie who writes code and architect systems and trends. So thanks, guys. I'll see you in the video about the education route. I'll drop the link also in the description below. So thank you for watching. See you in another video.